to order the Planning Commission meeting for December 17th, 2020. Celeste, would you please call the roll?
Sorry, Mary Ann Wyatt,
Present.
Michael Atkinson,
Present.
Gail Hode,
Present.
Vic Caldwell,
Present.
Brittany Dearlum,
Present.
Dr. Derek Hunt, Brian Olging, Brian Ropita, Cynthia Staley.
Present.
Do we have a quorum?
We do have a quorum.
In that case, let me make one announcement initially regarding participation in this virtual meeting. If you wish to participate in the citizen communication segment of tonight's meeting or any of the public hearings we may have tonight, you need to do so through video conference. We set up this virtual format to limit social gatherings and protect our citizens and city employees from COVID-19. To access the video conference during citizen communications, visit www.zoom.com from your web browser, select Join a Meeting located at the top of the browser, and input 959-0328-7216 for the meeting ID. At that point, you select Join, followed by Open Zoom, and then Join with Computer Audio. Click on the icon labeled Participants to access the option to raise your hand if you wish to speak. Once you click Raise Your Hand, our moderator will announce you by your username you've selected, and you'll be able to begin speaking to the council. Comments will be provided with audio only. There will not be an opportunity at this time to share your screen or any additional presentations. Please remember to silence any cell phones, televisions, or other background noise so that everyone can hear your comments. At this point, we'd like to open our citizen communication portion of our meeting. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the council on an item that's not on the agenda?
Not seeing any hands.
You don't see any hands?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we don't see anyone wishing to. At this time, we'll go on with our development items with public hearings. The first item is a variance request for North Heights Addition, Resubdivision number 14. May we have the staff report, please?
Good evening, commissioners. The variance is for the subject property located at 1302 North Depot Street. It is owned by Detar Hospital, Navarro. Its agent is Urban Engineering. They are requesting a variance to section 21-83A4, the minimum front yard setback. The property is approximately a half an acre out of the larger tract of 14.6 acres. The subject property is currently platted and developed as a commercial property. The property owner plans to demolish the existing structure located at 1302 North Depot Street and redevelop the site with a new radiotherapy facility. Because the property owner is demolishing the original structure, the property owner will be required to submit a new site plan and building plans for the new facility. The site plan and building plans must be approved before any building permits would be issued. The owner has submitted a preliminary site plan for the subject property showing the new facility to be constructed within a 25-foot front yard setback established by the Plat. The new facility will encroach approximately 15 feet into that 25-foot yard setback. The owner is requesting a variance to the section 21-83A4 in order to allow for the submittal and approval of a site plan and building plans for the new facility that would depict the structure encroaching the 25-foot front yard setback about 15 feet. The new facility facade will be within the established building lines of the block and the same setback of an existing adjacent parking garage, causing no site visibility issues. On the new preliminary site plan as well, the owners are proposing to close 2 existing driveways along Nueces to help reduce traffic onto Nueces and promote patient traffic to use the internal driveways and parking. With this preliminary site plan, the owners are also proposing to remove the dumpsters located along the frontage of the adjacent property along Nueces. The removal of the dumpsters will also aid in the reduction of traffic conflicts by no longer having trash pickup along that portion of Nueces Street. Also, with the removal of the dumpsters, it will visually improve the area as well. Staff recommends approval of the variance request to allow for the submittal and subsequent approval of a site plan and building plans depicting the new facility encroaching approximately 15 feet into the 25-foot front yard setback while meeting all other commercial requirements. The new facility facade would meet the established building line set by the adjacent parking garage. Because the new facility facade is being constructed almost evenly with the adjacent parking garage, staff does not believe this development would negatively impact the public or surrounding property. Also, with the removal of those two existing driveways and dumpsters, the development is promoting safety by removing traffic conflicts, which could ultimately affect the public and surrounding properties.
Are there any questions of the staff on this presentation? None? At this time, we'd like to open the public hearing on this agenda item. If there's anyone who wishes to speak on this item, please use the raise your hand feature on Zoom. Do we see anyone?
James, I am not seeing anyone.
Apparently, there's no one who desires to speak at this time. I'll open the variance request to comments from the board to see, does anybody have a comment or question, or? It looks kind of like a no-brainer to me,
I just have
I agree.
especially in terms of the
I
safety
had a quick
aspect.
question on,
Excuse me?
this is Vic. I had a quick question on
Sure.
the existing parking garage. Was there a variance issued for that? Because it's well within the 25-foot setback. And if they're,
No. It was built prior to any plating. It's actually on a separate lot. And so it didn't have setbacks established at the time it was built.
It's interesting. Huh.
I think it shows that they're good corporate citizens, that they're not planning on putting the new structure further into that they're trying to keep it so that it looks good with the existing parking structure.
Yeah, everything will blend when they get finished. Any other questions or comments?
Looks quite consistent to me. I'd move that we accept it.
Do I have a motion
I'll
to
s-
grant the variance?
I'll second it.
Michael moved to
Michael
accept.
moved it. There's a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Yes, that brings us to our next agenda item, which is going to be the consent agenda. Has everyone had an opportunity to look at the minutes? I actually had one comment on them, and they're already taking care of it on item number 3, where we took up a variance request. It doesn't actually indicate that we held our public hearing, which I think it ought to indicate it in the minutes. So they're going to add the fact that we did have our public hearing and no one appeared. Other than that, I didn't see anything wrong with them. And then the other item on the consent agenda is the final plat for Escalera Ranch, Phase 2, which we adopted last meeting. Does anybody have any comments or questions about the consent agenda? I have a motion to adopt it.
I move that we
Motion to
adopt
adopt.
the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Michael second. All in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
Any
Please.
opposed?
Aye.
Hearing none. And then our other business, our monthly development report, please.
Yes, so for this month, we had 3 minor plats submitted, no major plats, 2 site plans, and we had 1 action that went to council, which was the variance for Escalera Ranch, where commission recommended approval. Council did grant the approval. On our permit numbers, we are slightly above last year at this time. Our MEP permits issued are slightly below last year's numbers, but our permit fees are slightly higher that we've collected since last year. Any questions on the report?
Questions? Thank you, Celeste. Are there any items from the commissioners they'd like to discuss? Except to tell Vic to have a good trip?
Thank you, and I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
I wish everyone Merry Christmas and
Absolutely.
Happy New
Same to
Year.
y'all.
Yeah.
thank
Merry
you.
Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Y'all have a
Everybody
great
take
Christmas,
care.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, and a Happy New Year too, because we won't see that each other till then.
That's right.
That's
Well, everyone
right.
take care. Appreciate your attendance.
Thank
And we'll
you.
adjourn the meeting this time.
Technical difficulties, so I apologize for that.
No problem.
Mm.
Take care.